Hello and welcome to Martin Lucas Investors channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and today we're doing the Sunday show. So welcome in everybody. Thank you for joining me. We're going to be looking at a lot of stocks today. The main ones we are covering is FFIE, GME, FSRN, SPCE, Nikola, Bitcoin and XRP. So thank you all for tuning in. If you are watching this later on, please do hit the like button, and if you are watching it live, also please do hit the like button. If you haven't already, please do subscribe and turn on your notification bells. So I've got a new little setup. I've got a camera stand now, so you might see a small difference. But yes, if you're watching on later on as well, I will have chapters set in for you. So if you want to skip to your favorite stock, then please do. But thank you everyone for tuning in live. We'll be taking your requests as well. But for now, we can start off with looking at our first stock, which is FFIE. Let me zoom that in a bit more. So yeah, let's look at FFIE. So with FFIE, we saw quite a nice gain on Friday. So if we go to the daily candles, this stock is very popular and polarizing, but I like to give my chart analysis opinion on it anyway. We've got someone who's trolling in the chat. Let me time that person out. He's going on multiple accounts and is trolling. So let's get rid of him. So for FFIE, we've got a support level of about 61 cents, which is exactly where we did end up closing on Friday. We're looking for where we can be going in the week ahead. So it's at that last sort of line of support. If Monday we start breaking 61 cents, which we're basically at currently, I expect the next level of demand to be around the 38 cents level. The 38 cents level could provide some support from previous areas it has, for example, on the 29th of May and also on the 15th of May, where it bounced quite heavily. Previously, when it's hit that level in the same day, it might have gone up about 82%. And the next day, for example, it went up 98%. So a trading level for me would be around 38 cents. Remember, I'm not here to give any financial advice. I'm here to give my own opinions only and some of the trades I do myself. So please don't take any of these buy or sell levels as financial advice. Eventually, if we do ever come back to $1, I think there will be a lot of sell pressure around that $1 mark. So do be excuse me. So do be careful at the $1. You might want to put some limit orders, get yourself out around $1. It might there'll be people front running that trade, so you might want to be putting it around 95 cents, for example, to get out of FFIE if you'd like to. The RSI on FFIE is sat in no man's land. It's about exactly bang in the middle at 50 on the daily. And the MACD, if we zoom in on that, I believe it's trending towards the downside. Yeah, it's in the red, but it's actually trending towards the upside. However, the momentum is still to the downside. If we then switch over to the 4-hour candles, the momentum is green and the RSI is still at 45, so it's slightly in the bearish control zone. So that's not looking brilliant for the short term either. So I expect to maybe come down to around 40 cents at the week ahead. Just a reminder for everyone in the comment section, you only need to post your comment once. You keep posting, you will get banned. So I'll let James or John take care of that. Unfortunately, any spammers are most likely to be bots. So I'll let someone take care of that. Okay, I'll do it. There we go. Thank you, John. You can just put the user in a timeout. Give him a 30-minute timeout. Okay. A lot of trolls in the chat today. So yes, I will be taking requests. If you do want me to stop, if you do want, can someone remove the bin, please? The bin. The bin? What do you mean by that, Vaz? Oh, the bin. Okay, Papu Bus. Oh, I understand now. Yes, we have removed him. If you do want to stop me throughout these analysis, if you do give a super chat, then I will be straight onto the next stock you want me to review. For example, Carlos, if you want me to look at FSRN next, then you can give a super chat. We are going to be very busy on the show, and I expect to be ending on the hour. So the next one we have is GME. So GameStop, we had a look at it yesterday actually when we covered this space call. So it might be a bit of recap, but we are at an upwards trending support. If the bulls hold this level around 26 cents, we can maybe head back to 46 cents in this week. But however, if we lose that level, which we're basically at now, my next area of support is where these moving averages are. Got themselves placed between $20 and $15. So that'll be my next area where a trade might be taken, as there's a lot of moving averages in that area. But yeah, with GME, again, same as FFIE, the RSI is in no man's land, and unfortunately on the 4 hour we've just printed the MACD of red, meaning the momentum is towards the downside. If we go down to the daily candles as well, Friday was a terrible day for GME. That ended down 40% on the day. The RSI is 53 again in no man's land. It's not bullish or bearish, and the MACD is green. Momentum is there, however, it is, as you can see, the bar chart is going to the downside, so the momentum is being lost on the daily chart, which gives you a bit more of a short to mid-term perspective. We then go on to the weekly chart. The RSI is overbought, and the MACD is still heading up. So as this trend has been in the making for over a month now, that's why those indicators are showing the momentum is still to their side and the RSI is still overbought. So keep that in mind. Let's have a look at your comments before we go any further. So let's see who was here first. We had John here first. There's a couple comments that are not here that I saw. James was also here. Are we covering FSRN this week? It was skipped last time. Yes, we will be covering FSRN. Can we please look at ASTI SpaceMobile? John, if we have time, we do that. If you want to support with a super chat, we can do it straight away. Henrik to make an announcement on the 21st of June. Thank you, Matthew. Hello all. I have been watching versus stock versus system. Developments and operates a business-to-business software platform to drive user engagement through gamification and rewards in US and Canada. Any thoughts? If you want to become a member or give a super chat, then I can have a look at that for you, Mark R. Liam is here. Good afternoon. Where is James 007 on his secret mission again? 007 reported for Judy. Good evening, Lucas Aids. Hi, James. Says John and James. Hey up, Banana Head, says Vaz. Welcome in, Vaz. Tilray, if you want to look at Tilray, do become a member and we can do that for you. How is Moneypenny? How is Moneypenny? I'm not sure what you mean by that comment. SPCE, you've got a lot of requests. I can't pronounce your name. Is that Russian? But you are not a member, so I can't do that for you right now. I wonder what James' full name is. Small fry now. We've got a lot of people in today. Please do hit the like button if you don't mind. It just takes a second and it supports the live stream, so I really do appreciate it if you do that. We're trying to get to 100 likes today. UN Power, Andrew, if you want to become a member or give a super chat, we can look at UN Power. Ed Spitz is here. We've got a lot of trolls in today. Virgin Galactic post-flight press conference in YouTube links. Yes, we can have a look at that. Thank you, John. Let's bring that up now. Links for YouTube. Let's copy that link and have a look at that. Thank you, John. Oh wow, it's an hour long. We can tune into this. Oh no, most of it was. Oh, here we go. And have a look at that shortly. So how much is short percentage for FFIE? I can answer your questions as a member. Fun fact, in 2004, when Virgin Galactic won that competition, they reached 62 miles high. That competition line 62 miles. I see a lot of non-members. Hit the like button and consider becoming a member. SENSEI will do a chart for your stock along with other long-term benefits. Yes, the membership benefits are huge, so do consider becoming a member. Um, reverse stock split coming, and they just need a flight every time they want to spend your money. They spent a third of what they were paid for their customers' flights on 8 flights. I meant him type or autocorrect. Will we be discussing Hollow later today, chart analysis? At Spitzer, we're probably going to be very busy, and we only have about 40 minutes left. So if you want to make sure we cover that, you can do that with a super chat. Good evening, Matthew. I've never tried Kenyan tea. I've got some new tea in this weekend. They're called Tea Pig tea bags. I recommend them. Interesting, James. Are you having one now? Um, hi, Ed. Howdy. Grant Thoughts says Ed Spitzer. Henrik about to make an announcement. Yes, thank you for the news. 007 Sainsbury's Kenya tea is good, says Matthew. I've got this SPCE thing we can have a look at very shortly. Sensei, how do you think Nvidia will trade this week after the stock split? It'll probably go up. It'll be volatile. It'll go down before the stock split, then up after the stock split happens, and then next week it'll probably start heading down again. That's my prediction. I post and so down pre-stock split, up after stock split, down the week after. I posted an FFIE article explaining why it went up 35% on Friday. Thank you, Mike. Is that on links for YouTube? Hit the like button, says James. Yes, please do hit the like button. We're on 23 likes, 53 watching. You know what we like to do on the Sunday show. We like to have more likes than people watching, so do hit your like and do hit the like button. IMMR, please. Time A if you want to look at that stock, either become a member or a super chat. I super chatted plenty on Friday. Yes, Ed Spitzer. I watch. I do remember you had a request. What have you requested it again? On Friday. I wasn't live on Friday, but maybe I was calling in. Ed Spitzer, I don't see your request, so meme week ahead of us, says Mike. Hi Stacy, can you look at TokenFi? Hi Stacy. Stacy, we're very busy today. If you want to make sure we do have a look at it, and then you can super chat. I subscribed and hit the like, said Mark. Thank you very much. Okay, let's have a quick look at this. This is the post flight conference from SPCE. So let's have a quick look into this. There's no audio yet. Amazing, right? What a feeling that must be. It was their last flight as well. Yeah, why couldn't they do this during the flight? I'm not sure, John. So yeah, no audio actually, which is surprising. Let's see what they say.
And Jamil Janjua, first flight to space for Jamil. In our mothership, we had Andy Edgel and CJ Sturkyle flying the mothership. A really great crew taking care of everybody today. So as I said, marks kind of our final flight for Unity, and it kind of ends a really incredible chapter. If I think about how chapters work, right? This vehicle was revolutionary. I got to work at NASA on the space shuttle program, and that was actually a revolutionary program as well in government human spaceflight. And so when that chapter ended for me and the shuttle retired and I left, I wanted to come here to Virgin Galactic to start and launch a human spaceflight program to continue that tradition of myself taking people to space, but also opening up the frontiers of a company to do so. And so when I got to Virgin Galactic, I was able to join an amazing, incredible team in Mojave, California that built this vehicle by hand. We tested it, we flew it, we demonstrated and proved to the world that commercial human spaceflight is possible with private
Quickly see some requests, and then we'll go back to what we want to do today, which will be SPCE, Nikola, Bitcoin, and XRP remaining. Why couldn't they do this during the flight? I'm not sure. I'll be back tomorrow, says Ed Spitzer. Yeah, Ed Spitzer, do you want to let me know what your request was? I can do that for you. Yeah, I know you did a request on Martyn's show. The stream ends before he comes back to talk about Delta. Oh, that's weird. The stream ends before he comes back to talk about Delta. Again, marketing department's not amazing, is it? Okay, so shall we move on to is there any requests? I know there was one from John. AST Mobile Space. AST Mobile. Is it ticker symbol AS SpaceMobile, one word? Yeah, let's have a look. Why was that? Sorry about that. Sorry, I'm back. We're looking at John's request, which is ASTI. Not sure why that got muted. I didn't even press it. Anyway, we're looking at John's request, ASTI, not ASTI, ASTS, ASTIS. I don't know how to pronounce that, but AST SpaceMobile. I was just showing that we've done this before as a request, and this is looking back on it. What an amazing chart that was. The support was around $2.40 to $2.70, and then we had the downward sloping support slash resistance. That was it went under slightly, but as I was saying, it's come back above it very quickly. And when it comes back above it very quickly, that's a good sign. It hasn't lost it for too long amount of time. And then on the weekly chart, we can even go on the daily chart. There was a support there, got back above it, tested the resistance as support, and that was your line of entry around $2.10. And then it blew past the moving averages, the resistance overhead at 279, and now it's looking at about $8.62. The RSI is overbought. The MACD is sloping down now, so the trade is almost done for ASTS. I can't give you any more buy-in or zones because the buy-in zones were there about between $2.50 and about $2.70. Now we're about 4 times that amount. Mark said I just got blasted by a second commercial. I'm not sure what you mean there. Yeah, I mean, maybe try and run it up to $11, but again, it's getting very risky now. The next take profit just below $10 maybe. The momentum, I mean, it's going up in a straight line, which is the momentum's still there. It's just you're overbought, and on the MACD, the momentum is going down. So this stock, in a matter of 25 days, was up 330%. Now it's still up 290%. So there's not much room left in ASTS, in my opinion, for at least a trade. Long term holding. I don't know about the fundamentals of this company, but even if I did, I wouldn't be buying it at $8.62. I have YouTube Premium, so I never actually see the commercials. I think you're talking about the ads. I understand. Dylan Rogers, welcome in. I literally only tune in for your TA, my friend. Thank you very much, Dylan. No, I mean, there's two different perspectives. Um, I also still believe that FFIE is probably going to zero. However, I don't mind taking on more risk and trading it along the way. I mean, if we look over here, look at my position. Trading this has lost me a lot of money. Always perspective to each person, but getting in, making $300 and then losing $92. I'm on $600 right now. It was a slight experiment between FFIE and GME to see which one would perform better. I put half my money in each. GME is down 38%, and it's now only 38% of my portfolio. However, FFIE is actually total return is only down 4%, and it's about 61%. So they're both down for me. However, GME is down further. And again, I'm not putting in any money. I can't afford to lose. I got commercials when watching a stream. Yes, that's what YouTube does. YouTube runs ads. Nothing abnormal there. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We can even do a video for we've done a video recently on Nikola. How about we do a video on FSR? So did someone say they've put some information for me in links for YouTube? Let's have a quick look. I remember, oh, we go, MSK. Let's see what this is about. Let's bring that up. MSK has sent that in. I remember someone sent some information in last week as well, so let's see if we can find that. Going to be covering FSR next. Maybe it was in stock news. Okay, we got this here. I'm just getting some information prepared for a video on FSR. Let me check Apple News as well. Let's go. Oh, you missed the SPCE flight. We covered it yesterday. Sorry about that. When was this one? Oh, I have subscribed to this. Oh, TJ, welcome to becoming a
TJ
member.
Molden has become a member.
You've got lots of perks and benefits. If you join us every day, we do the opening and closing bell, and Martyn, who's the owner of this channel, will give you every single perk and benefit. But for now, if you want me to review, I can do one review for you because you've just become a member. What's this as well? Let me see if I can find that as well. And we can use some extra information. I'm just getting everything prepared to give you the most amount of information on Fisker and turn it into video. There is the membership link. If anyone else does want to become a member, I will do, as a special thanks, I'll do one request for you guys as well. Let me give it, I will get ChatGPT to give us an analysis as well. Okay, so okay, I think we're about ready. I've got a few news articles. Let's start the video. Let me accept that. Oh, Business Insider's making me become a member. No, I don't want to. Why is that? I hate it when they do this. I've got a membership for basically all of these. Business Insider. I guess we can't use that article. Okay, let's do a video. Let's start. If you have just joined the stream, please do hit the like button. We're about to do a video on Fisker. What's your SPC update? I have just put out a video on the channel if you do want to give that a look. If you want to stick around, we'll be looking at SPCE in the next sort of 20 minutes. 15 minutes, I assume. Okay, let's do a video. 30 minutes. FSR 30. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. We are looking at Fisker today, ticker symbol FSRN at the moment. We're going to be looking at a couple news articles and also my thoughts and opinions on the stock. Is it going to come back? Is bankruptcy happening next for FSR? Lots of people not answering these questions. So let's have a look at a few articles. Let's start off with looking at this. This is from Electric. Fisker Incorporated bankruptcy looms as latest SEC filing shows that it has defaulted on a $3.5 million loan. That is not good. That is showcasing bankruptcy is looming. So let's read into this a bit further. A recent 8K filing submitted by Fisker is painting a grim picture for the EV maker future. The filing states that Fisker failed to pay back a loan totaling close to 3.5 million last month, lowering a potential curtain on the second iteration of the company that is staring down the barrel of a potential bankruptcy. The saga of Fisker 2.0 continues, but unfortunately could be nearing its end, offering sunset on all ill-fated ocean SUVs, an EV that came as close as you can get to making it. Very, very close for it to come out and for everyone to be getting one. It just didn't work out for them, and now they're on the brink of bankruptcy. Let's continue. We applaud Fisker for successfully launching its Ocean EV, but it was quickly moored by several software issues and lower than anticipated sales. To rebound, the automaker lowered its production targets several times throughout 2023 and even started pulling new demand levers to try and maintain liquidity. In March of 2024, Fisker's fiscal year 2023 detailed a grim image of substantial doubt. Of Where was I? Substantial doubt it could not it could continue, with talks of bankruptcy starting to float around. The American automaker shared a new strategy to secure financial backing from OEM partner. We saw those talks come and go, and Fisker has been fighting for its life to avoid bankruptcy since. Soon, Fisker's stock took a nosedive after it's halted its ocean production at Magna Stirl in Austria and slashed tens of thousands of Ocean's MSRPs to liquidate its existing inventory of assembled vehicles. Appealing discounts be damned. Appealing discounts be damned. The public has grown adverse to buying EVs from an automaker on the cusp of bankruptcy, and tens of thousands of reservation holders cancel their orders. Of course, people are going to cancel their orders if they can't service their cars, if they can't have software updates on their cars. That's a real risk. And why would you spend that much money if that can happen? In early May, we reported that Fisker's GmbH, the Austrian arm of Fisker Incorporated, had filed for reorganization and court protection from creditors overseas, a similar filing to Chapter 11 bankruptcy in the US, leaving Magna with a hole in its projected output numbers that were placed to be assembling Ocean EVs. I have also asked ChatGPT about this article, and let's see what its analysis is and see if it can bring anything different to us. Oh, not sure what's going on there. Let me try and fix that. There it is. So let's see. I've given it the article. We are having a few technical difficulties, so do bear with me. If you are enjoying this content, please do hit the like button, and I apologise for the difficulties. Here we go. The key news from this article. Loan default. So this is the key information. 3.5 million loan defaulted, increasing financial strain. So that's the key point to take away. Obviously, that's not good. It's just showing us bankruptcy is happening next. The SEC filing. The SEC filing reveals the company's precarious financial position. Production and sales issues. Persistent production delays and lower than expected sales have exacerbated financial troubles. Bankruptcy concerns. The default raises concerns about potential bankruptcy. I'm going to be looking at the stock and the charts very shortly on FSR as well. Impact on stock. There's going to be increased volatility. The stock is likely to experience heightened volatility due to bankruptcy fears. Investor confidence may decline, leading to potential sell-offs. Financial stability. Ongoing financial instability could deter from new investments. We have one more article we want to look at before we look at the charts. So let me bring this in as well and ask ChatGPT to do an analysis on it. Let's see if it can analyze this article as well. And then we'll be showing you the charts as well on FSRN. It closed Friday down 3%, and there could be a potential trade. So we'll get back to that right after we look at this news. Key information from the Fisker Ocean video. The performance of the Fisker Ocean boasts 564 horsepower, a range of 360 miles, and it can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers in 4 seconds. What an amazing car. What a shame that the company's going bankrupt. Design. It features a stylish design with streaky tail lights, flared arches. So this was more of a review of the car. The impact on the stock. This was a news article sent in by MSK, an investor in the stock, I believe. The impact on stock. The positive aspects of the Fisker Ocean may improve investor sentiment. Sales potential strong. Features and competitive pricing could boost sales. So it's a double-edged sword here. The company's going, it looks like it's going bankrupt. They don't have enough money to keep operations going. However, because how good the car is and how good it looks and how good the reviews are, we've seen the Top Gear review as well, very similar, from a proper reviewer, not MKHB, saying what a great car it is. So the car is great. We know the car is great. So the car's great. The financials aren't good. It does leave us with that that thought in our mind: why wouldn't someone buy up the company and keep it going and put some money into it, save it from bankruptcy, or buy it out and keep it going? So that can happen. The likelihood is low, but that is still in the back of our minds. Looking at the chart here, we've had this parallel channel for a while. Obviously, we've been out of the stock. However, the parallel channel here has presented some opportunity. At the bottom, it's oversold, and the parallel channel at the top is overbought. So this has been coming from the lows to the highs, 480% up. Sell at that level to come down 66%. Buy at the bottom of the parallel channel, and then it's up another 260%. So that has been a way of trading it. Again, I don't give financial advice, so please don't take anything I say as financial advice. Where are we now? We're looking at below the parallel channel. What I always like to say is if you're below the parallel channel for more than a few days, then it's a little bit risky. However, if you get back into the parallel channel, there's no reason why this can't go back to 12 cents. So my money wouldn't be wholly in. I might be partially invested with a stop loss at around the levels of all-time lows, around 1.5 cents. So there is the potential. It is out the parallel channel, but we've seen this. We've seen charts like this before, where it breaks resistance and it hugs it very closely. So I'll be selling a slight amount of my position because we're out of the parallel channel, but I won't be all out of this stock because there is still that potential that we go to 12 cents. And if someone does buy it out, then we can be looking at going back to $1, for example, depending on the price they want to purchase this company at. Remember, the market cap right now is 67 million. It's a very cheap purchase for anyone who wants to buy it. So again, I'm still in. I'm not sure what happened to my light. I'm still in. I'm looking forward to seeing where the stock goes. The RSI is neutral. The MACD is not looking too bad. So I'm looking forward to see where the stock goes. I'm still invested, and I still have a slight amount of hope that this stock will make it. If you want to look at our other videos, then you can look up here for a playlist, and over here for any playlist or video that Martyn suggests for you guys to watch. So until next time, do take care of yourselves, and each other. 40. We have just lost my new light. Let me see what's going on. I have made some upgrades to maybe it needs to be charged up. Okay, let's look at your comments. And over here for the any playlist or video that Martyn suggests for you guys to watch. So until next time, do take care of yourselves and each other. Where is that playing from? Got some new systems in place, and I feel like I'm just lost my new light. Let me see what's going on. I have made some upgrades. Oh, it's the iPad there. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, let's have a look at your comments. I do want to do some of your requests because we do have a lot of live viewers in and give back to the members. So let's see what everyone's saying. Fisker should hit $1 tomorrow. That may trigger another run or a minor sell-off. Good luck to you. I need to focus on the members right now. Fisker are going to, by the book with the SEC. They will recover. They need to go by the book whether or not they recover. Otherwise, they will have consequences whether or not they go bankrupt. John, I'll send you details of the miner I bought. It's a really good deal. I looked and a lot before choosing the one I bought. That's a conversation between them. It's just a small miner with a oh, they're talking about Bitcoin miners. Interesting. Is it the one that you showed me, James, that we put up on the stream? Exactly, Sensei. It's weird no one has stepped in yet to buy Fisker with Henrik, Getter, and all 150 employees yet left yet. Yeah, it's a bit of doubt, and the fact that it's been this long, maybe there's a deal trying to be reached. They could go private with a buyout. They can. He's done it a month ago, if not longer. Bag. GME to 60 on the pre-market. If Keith posts, we can pop big. Keith posted. Keith did a live stream. I think the Keith thing is sort of dying out. Again, if he says buy GME, yes, it'll pop 10, 20%. But every time he uses that ammunition of coming back, the effect will be less and less. We saw his live stream, and that made the market actually go down about 30% that day. It's not about buying the outstanding shares. Lola says Vaz. Of course. I have some Fisker when it was 16 cents as a lottery ticket. Good luck to you. It's actually about 4 cents now, so you can always average down if you like. Okay, let's move on. If there's any requests, let me know. Let's go on to SPCE. I remember someone asking for it. So quick recap. We did cover the flight yesterday. It was all a success. The stock is for SPCE is up on Friday. It was up 2.13%. Remember, we're talking about this area as being potential resistance and coming down to maybe 78 cents on Monday. I've got four more buy zones for if I have a chunk of money. I don't want to invest it all at once. These are the levels I'll be investing. Not to say that it will go to all these levels, but it might do. So these are my levels: 78 cents, 75 cents, 64 cents, 50 cents. I know 50 cents might seem a bit extreme, but it can go there. I'm not saying it's likely to go there, but I would actually give it a good 40% chance of going that low. So I do have money aside for that, and along the way there's times for trades at each of those levels. There might be a bounce. For example, we bought it around 80 cents, it went up to 130, then we bought it 85 cents, and then the next day it went up to 115. So maybe 78 cents is the next level to have a trade going. Remember, I trade to increase my long-term shares. Separate accounts, but money can be transferred over. Anyway, next on to the next one, which is Nikola. We do have about 15 minutes left, so if you have a request or if you want to do a super chat, I will do it for you. We have to finish on time today. So Nikola, losing support. Remember, it's come and tested the 52 cents level. It's coming down to all-time lows. It had a bad day on Friday. It was down 3%. Where do I think it's going next? I've got my level set out as 40 cents. So this Nikola can go down as low as 40 cents in my opinion. As long as it's got lower highs, it means less people are willing to hold this. You can see it's just a structure of lower highs and lower lows. It's not a perfect structure, but what I'm trying to show you is just it's less people holding it, less people willing to buy it. So be careful with Nikola. It seems like it's going down. It's not even oversold yet on the daily, and the MACD is actually still green. So plenty of room for Nikola to go back down. If it wants to be bullish again, it needs to regain that 53-cent level. But for now, I'm looking at maybe 40 cents for Nikola. On to our next one, a quick look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is actually looking pretty good this week. Had a sell-off on Friday. However, it was still up on the week, I believe. If we look at the weekly candles, it'll be a better analysis. Yes, it was up on the week. We've got these lower highs but higher lows. What we're looking for to bring the next turn upwards for Bitcoin. We can have a look at another chart. I think my target is 85,000. So let's have a look at it on here. Yes, got a target there. So we're at the sort of the final line. I think this week might be a week where we break the 70,000 line, and then we can start looking at our next target. If we take a quick Fibonacci from the lows to the highs, we're looking at maybe an not 75,000, $85,000 Bitcoin this week. Next week, once we reach that level, I assume we'll come back and test the 70K level again, and then we're on our way to 100K. So maybe that will happen, but again, this is a long-term perspective of Bitcoin. The way I look at Bitcoin, I'm not trading it, I'm actually buying it for the long term. So Bitcoin for me, I'm still super bullish on it, but I want to buy it um, when it really drops quite heavily, because Bitcoin and crypto, they always have sudden drops. There's always a flash crash. There can be a crash of 20% on Bitcoin, 40% on the altcoins, and it's better to just be dollar cost averaging into your pot for crypto, and then when that point comes, to be putting more money in. That's just my how I like to buy Bitcoin, especially altcoins. So yeah, and then if we look at XRP for me, it's just one of those coins that I do actually accumulate it, not just on down. Oh, here we go.
Stacy Bailey donated $2 through a super chat. TokenFi.
TokenFi. I will try and have a look. Do you have a ticker symbol for that, or maybe a link? Let me have a quick look, see if I can track that down. TokenFi. Let me log into this. TokenFi. Let's see if we have it here. Oh, here we go again.
John Granfers donated $5 through a super chat. ASTI thanks SENSEI, great show.
Oh, thank you, John. Really do appreciate it. ASTI, we'll have a look at it. It looks like you guys want me to stay longer than 10 minutes. Let me try and find this token first. Token FI. Nope. Let me see if I can find it on CoinMarketCap. Token FI.
JJ has become a member. Please check CLSK. THX.
Oh yeah, the ticker symbol's token. JJ, oh, you've used your 2-month badge. If we have time, we'll look at it, but right now we've got 2 super chats that we have to focus on to begin with. But congratulations for being a member for 2 months now. If you do want to do a super chat, we'll definitely have a look at it, but I don't think we'll have time. If we do have time, we will look at it. I'm just trying to look at the first one for Stacy, which is, I think, ticker symbol token. Yes, it is. Okay. So let's finish XRP and then we'll look at Stacy, then John, and if we have time, JJ's. But remember, if anyone comes and does a super chat, then JJ, there's pretty much no chance we can look at yours. But thank you, John Bradford. JJ is a member. He's got a 2-month badge now. So congratulations to JJ for keeping his subscription. Thank you, JJ. So XRP, yes, it's a bit different. I do buy it when it's below sort of 45 cents. It dips below at 45 cents. I've got the limit order set up there. But also when Bitcoin drops 10%, XRP has sudden, really quick reactions. You won't be able to buy it in. That's why you need to have limit order set up for XRP if you like the coin. But then I've got my worst case scenario, or not worst case, but my worst case scenario of 30 cents. If a 20% crash comes on Bitcoin, then I think we'll see 30 cents again for XRP. But you can see all this amazing accumulation. You've just got lows and then higher lows, higher lows. People are just buying up XRP like there's no tomorrow. And yes, it's been going sideways for a while. That's not unexpected. It can go sideways all the way until 2025. But there will be that moment where either Ripple, the company, IPOs, Bitcoin goes crazy, and the money starts flowing into the altcoins, and XRP, I believe, will go to between $5 is my main target, and then $5 to $10, $15 maybe. But I do expect to see a $5 XRP. Remember, the all-time highs for XRP were about $3.58 in 2017, so there's no reason we can't at least get back up to $3. So yeah, that's XRP. Let's have a look at token. Bybit maybe. Okay, so it's a relatively new token. Oh, JJ, thank you so much. Super chat, no problem. Yes, we'll have a look at it. Thank you very much. Okay, so I ICO'd around 1.5 cents, and then it's gone up ever since. How much is $2? I'm not going to be able to do a full analysis on the background of this coin, Stacy. However, what I'm looking at here is from the lows to the highs on a Fibonacci. You're back at the 50% retrace level. That's the first area to be buying. So if you did like the look of the fundamentals of this coin, I don't know much about it. We can have a quick look. So it's at 13 cents currently. Next level will be 10 cents DCA in. If you like the fundamentals, the next point would be around 6 cents. And then the targets to be trading out of the stock would be around, there'll be resistance there, and then ultimately 34 cents. And then we can look at it again in the future. So let's get rid of the Fibonacci's. So yeah, we've got support around 10 cents. 13 cents where you are right now. That's a 50% retrace from the high to the low. So 13 cents, that should hold as support. Got the moving averages, which is already tested once, so that will be coinciding with 10 cents very soon. So 10 cents seems like a good area as well. And then you've got 6 cents. And then again, obviously, there's no reason why the stock can't come down to 2 cents worst case scenario. The uptrend is good. You want to see an uptrend after the ICO. It means that they're doing well. Let's quickly have a look at coin market cap, and let's get dark mode on. Oh. So is this an AI token? TokenFi aims to simplify the crypto and asset tokenization process. Again, amazing. When I talk about crypto, you know what I talk about. I talk about sentiment and what people want to be investing in. It's not always about.
JJ donated $2 through a super chat. CLSK please, super chat NP.
Thank you, JJ. We'll definitely have a look at that. So when I look at crypto, it's not always about what the tokenomics are. It's also about what it's trying to target in the crypto market, whether that's Web3, NFTs, gaming, cross-border payments. You want to be diversified within them, and then one that I love the sound of is tokenization. And the reason I love tokenization is because that will revolutionize the world. Having stocks as token is really, really what people are looking into right now. And eventually become the foremost tokenization platform in the world. The tokenization industry is projected to be a $16 trillion industry by the year 2030. This is what I was talking about. BlackRock, the world's biggest institutional investor with a 10 trillion of assets under management, strongly believes in the industry, what they call in the next evolution in markets. That is the next evolution in the markets, is tokenizing everything. TokenFi is launched by highly experienced and connected Floki team. Okay, that's made me a little bit less optimistic about the coin. Connected Floki that launched popular Floki token that went to an all-time high valuation of 3.5 billion. They'll be leveraging the same experience. So it doesn't look like it's the one that's going to change the world. However, it does look like they've got the keyword tokenization. They've got what's important, which is being able to get people to invest, which what happened with Floki. If people don't know what Floki is, it's basically another Doge, just like Shiba. And Floki went crazy. As you saw, it got a valuation of 3.5 billion for really not doing anything. The token doesn't do anything. So they've got two good things. One is they know how to pump a coin, which is not good to say, but they know how to do it. They've got an experienced team, and they've got the keyword tokenization. Will they be the ones that will really change tokenization? From the information I've just seen, probably not. But can this do a 10x, 100x, maybe? The what's the market cap right now on this coin? Market cap 130 million. Yeah, this can easily reach $1 billion market cap. So nearly a 10x from now. And this number, let's check token FI token. It is number 395, so it can definitely get into the top 100. Okay, let's move on to the next one for ASTI, for John Granford. I hate looking at this stock because it's gone down so much. You have to really zoom in on this chart. Every time I see it, it's on like 10 million or something, and I have to keep zooming in. Okay, so at 11 cents, not 10 million. Let's keep zooming in. Should we do it as a video? I haven't ever done ASTI. I don't want to redo videos. That's why I haven't done one on FFIE, GME, or SPCE, but ASTI. Yeah, let's do it as a video. Do we have any news on ASTI? I know Martyn's interviewing the CEO. Let's see if we get some news on ASTI as well. So technologies news. I don't see any new news. Let's have a look at if ChatGPT can give us some thoughts. Yeah, I think we can use ChatGPT to give us some thoughts as well. Let's make sure this is set up. Okay. Okay, let's do it as a video. Quickly look at your comments before we make that video. Don't want to miss anyone's comments. If you want to look at Hollow, if you do a super chat, we can have a look at it. Bonk coin, much higher than we thought it would be. Interesting. Doubled since we spoke about it last. Binky Bonk was never a joke. I can't believe it. Martyn called Bonk coin. If only we all got into Binky Bonk, then we would actually all be, I think, billionaires. My little brother had me buy him some Bitcoin before it was even valuable, and he won't even give me any of the money. Won't even give me any of his money from them to be nice. Well, I guess it was his decision. I can't wait till the Martyn coin. Sensei, John, and Vaz, I have put a link in the breakfast bar for the first Bitcoin miner I purchased to try out. Okay, oh, but that's very, very interesting. Thank you, James. ASTI needs to generate some income, then it can go through the roof. I think it's a bargain at the moment. I've used all my allowance of 2,900 shares on Trading 212 and looking to buy some more on Robinhood next week. Wow, interesting. Let me give you my. I don't know if you have Robinhood in the UK yet. Let me give you my. This is in Robinhood in the UK. If anyone wants to use the link, it gives us both free stocks. I didn't know there was a limit. 2,900 shares. That can't be a drastic amount. Thanks, Sensei. I just want to put some perspective going into the earnings call. Oh yes, earnings call. When is that scheduled again? We can always have a look on Martyn's channel if it's been scheduled. Let's see. Martyn, Lucas Investor. Let's have a quick look. No. Ascent Solar interview. There we go. The interview is for. We've got two here, so it's either the 14th or the 21st. I think that's waiting to be confirmed, or it might be two that we have scheduled. So there might be one, there might be two, but the first one looks like it's on the 14th, and we don't have the earnings scheduled yet. So we can also ask ChatGPT when the earnings is as well. Okay, let's do it as a video. Yeah, 2,900 isn't. That's really annoying, isn't it? So let's have a look at it. One oh two 30. Thank you, John. We're going to do it as a video for you. Okay. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. We are looking at ASTI, Ascent Solar Technologies. We're going to be looking at the chart, some news, the fundamentals, and see where it's going. It's a very, very volatile stock. We've been seeing it go from 19 cents to 11 cents, from 10 cents to over 30 cents. So we want to see how best how it's looking and also look at the fundamentals. So firstly, looking at the chart, we'll also be looking at the fundamentals. We're looking at a chart which is very, very volatile. Of course, it's been in a downtrend, which is not good to see. However, has it found a base? Has it found a bottom? The market cap is currently around $3 million. So it's a very, very cheap company for what it does, in my opinion. Again, I'm not here to give any financial advice. Don't take anything I say as financial advice. And let's quickly first jump into some of the fundamentals of this stock. So I'm asking ChatGPT about ASTI. Let's see what the profitability is. As of June 2024, ASTI Solar Technology is struggling with its profitability, which is not good to see. Over the past year, the company's stock price has plummeted by 99.52%, indicating severe financial challenges. I'm not sure if that's accurate. ASTI reported a net income loss of 31.5 million and a gross margin of negative 323%. The company's operating margin is negative 3,800% and its profit margin is negative 9,000%, reflecting in its significant relative profitability. ASTI revenue for the last 12 months was 339,000, while operating income was negative 13 million, indicating that the company is not generating enough revenue to cover its operating expenses. Additionally, ASTI has been negative cash position of 2.59 million with 187,000 cash and $2.78 million in debt. Let's compare that to our more accurate um, tech let me alpha spread, which gives us why is that? Am I spelling this wrong, aren't I? AS Ascent. I'm just bringing up. Sorry for the delay. I'm bringing up just the market cap and the debt position of ASTI on our other AI software, which is telling us it's got. Oh, do we have any information here? Yes, we do. 5 million of assets, 800 and it's got 187,000 in cash, and about 2 million in liabilities. I think that was correct information then. Let's continue. The company has received a non-compliance notice from Nasdaq due to its failure to meet the $2.5 million stockholder equity requirements, further highlighting its financial difficulties. So it does have some difficulties on hand, but that is reflected already in the stock price, which we'll come back to the chart very shortly. Let's see what percentage of the shares are currently shorted. Let's see if that has an answer, and we can also compare it to our analysis here, which is telling us, saying 5.2. Let's see if we get the same information. 2.8. So it's from a few sources we can see it's between that 2 to 5%. So it's really not much being shorted. So there's no real short squeeze that can occur on ASTI. Instead, if big players come and buy it, then it's going to have the same effect because of the low market cap of $7.2 million. If someone buys $5 million of the stock, it can really, really send this the price of this stock higher. Let's ask it another question of what the market sentiment is around this stock currently, and what are the growth perspectives for the stock in the next 5 years. Let's see into the future as well. And also, I've got one more question I want to ask after that, so let's ask it that. And also, how does ASTI debt to equity ratio compare to the industry peers? I want to see that debt to equity ratio. The ratio, so this is not the actual numbers, it's the ratio. Is it similar to what other competitors are? Let's send it that. Okay, let's see its first response to what's the sentiment. The sentiment of around ASTI, recent stock performance. ASTI has experienced a significant surge in stock price recently, partly due to increased tariffs on Chinese imports of solar cells announced by President Joe Biden, which has boosted interest in the domestic solar stock. So that is recently, so this is good news. Market and sector trends. The broader solar sector has a positive sentiment, especially with government policies favouring domestic production. However, ASTI's stock has a high volatility rate with an average weekly movement of 10% compared to semiconductor industry's average of 6.9. Financial challenges. Despite some positive news, ASTI faces substantial financial difficulties. Short interest, about 5.25% of the float is shorted. Growth potential. This is what's important. If this company survives, which it looks like they will, because it doesn't take much right now to run a company like this, in my opinion. Technological advancements. ASTI has made a significant strides into improving its copper, iridium, gallium, selenide solar technologies. Recently, they achieved a cell production efficiency benchmark of 15.5%, up 10.8% in 2012. The company is targeting further improvements to reach an efficiency goal of 18% through its process optimizations and its new material like zinc oxysulfide. Strategic partnerships. ASTI has partnered with Momentus to develop and market advanced solar arrays for the rapidly growing satellite market. If you are still watching the video, I do really appreciate it, so please do hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Leave your comments down below about this stock. Is it one you're holding, and are you excited for the interview coming up? So let's continue. These arrays are designed to be cost-effective, resilient, and capable of generating substantial power with minimal degradation in space environments. The partnership is expected to enhance ASTI's presence in the aerospace sector. Revenue growth and protection. ASTI has outlined ambitious revenue growth targets. For 2024, the company projects revenues between 9 and 13 million. Looking ahead to 2025, ASTI anticipates revenue to reach between 50 and 80 million, driven by increasing demand in the aerospace and agrivoltaic sector. New product developments. The company continues to innovate with its Titan modules, which have demonstrated increasing power generation capabilities. ASTI aims to further enhance these modules to meet the growing needs of their customers, particularly in space and agrivoltaic applications. A lot of amazing things here. I love a company that innovates like this, and so it's looking good. How does the debt to equity ratio compare to its industry peers? Debt to equity ratio. ASTI's current debt to equity ratio is not explicitly stated in recent reports, but it is evident that the company has significant financial struggles. As of latest reports, ASTI has a 2.78 million in total debt and a negative equity position of negative 255 million. Their negative equity means that the company's liabilities exceed its assets, which is serious financial concern. We do not have confirmation of that. The current ratio is 0.16, so we don't have confirmation of that. Let's get back to the chart and show you what I think about the chart and the technical side of this. So yes, recently it's over the last few months it's been heading down. However, after good news, as we saw what ChatGPT said about the tariffs on the Chinese imports and trying to support the US businesses, we've seen some really big moves. We've seen it go from all the way from 9 cents to 33 cents. Where is my next buy zone? My next buy zone for the stock is anywhere between 9 cents. I mean, I would even be DCAing into the stock right now because I love the fundamentals. However, very, very risky stock at the moment. The market cap is very low. There's definitely financial struggles out there. However, that is reflected in the market cap. You're buying a company that I can see the market cap's about 3.4 million. So 9 cents would be an area I'd really, really like to buy a lot more of ASTI. Again, everything I say is not financial advice. If I was trading it, then I might take some profits at 19 cents and try and buy back lower where this trend line would be next. For example, if this stock, let's get a drawing tool out. If this stock drops to about 9 cents, it can go back to this level of the trend line, come back down, and then go to 18 cents, and then wherever this line is here, maybe at 14 cents, that'll be my area I would want to buy back in, and hopefully we can break the 20 cents level and head higher to the 27 cents level and just see some nice accumulation in this area here and try and sort out a base. If we start losing the area and start losing 9 cents, then again the stock is going to continue going down, and that won't be good for the company. I want to see it not to lose the 9 cents level. That is very important for the stock. Just looking at some quick indicators on the weekly chart, that MACD won't even help us. We have to look at the daily. Whether Mac. Oh, I've got the wrong tool. Sorry. Let's see what the MACD is showing us. You have to zoom in a lot for this stock because of the previous price action. So yeah, the MACD is nothing special. Unfortunately, it's moving. The daily is moving into the red zone, so it looks like there's some more downside potential, and the RSI is moving down to maybe the bearish control zone. So we might actually get our buy price of 9 cents, and that's where I would be looking to buy the stock. So thank you for tuning in to this video all the way to the end. Definitely leave a like and leave your comments down below. We'll be leaving you the interview, which will be over here. That's coming up very shortly, and we'll hopefully be covering the earnings, so keep an eye out for that, and then any other playlist or videos at the bottom here. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. 113.50. Got one more request, and if we don't get any more super chats, I would have to get going. Thank you, JJ. Let's look at CL. Thank you for the $5, John Granfort's. We did a full analysis for you, and then thank you, JJ, for the $2. We'll just have we'll do a technical analysis for you on CleanSpark. Let's have a quick look at the comments before we continue. 37 watching. 38 likes, 43 likes. Smash the like button. We've got more likes than viewers. We have still not broken the trend. It's amazing. It's peanuts at the moment. Yes, it's very good price, isn't it, ASTI? But as I've been watching ASTI's price for the last few weeks now, and it's cheap at the moment, I'm happy to buy some at its current price and hold long term. Good luck to you, James. Ask the AI what are some good questions to ask when evaluating solar companies. Thank you, the bag of holding. Past that segment now, but what do you think of her of hearsay of XRP going to $250 and then someone said it's $5,000 asking for the husband? Yeah, I don't buy it. There's all sorts of crazy theories out there, but we'll be happy if it gets to $10 and $20. I mean, over time, maybe in 10 years' time, it might be $100, but $150 in 10 years, or in 5 years, it might be $100. Maybe if it is the main way of transferring money, it can get higher. But looking at 250, especially $5,000, completely ignore that. I'm adding to my ASTI position even more now that I know there's a partnership with Momentous. Good luck to you, John. I've got to double check that information. Again, all the information that comes from AI can be incorrect, but I've seen it be very, very accurate. So you can quickly search that and make sure it's correct. I've got a third of my position for trading for the little weekly spikes and the rest for long-term holding. Amazing, Vaz. That's the way I do it. John, thank you for the ASTI review, Sensei. No worries. Thanks, Sensei. Great information. No worries at all. Where's the bottom for SPCE, please? I think 50 cents is the lowest it can go, and if it goes below there, then it's sort of bankrupt. But my lowest target right now for SPC is 50 cents. Martyn's kind of very lame. He advertised in a stock and didn't hold. No, Bob, but he actually did a. You don't follow the channel, you're not a member. I don't need to explain anything, but he actually completely changed the channel for the benefit of the members. We get CEOs on the channel, we get unbiased information. It's more a news channel now. He could be making much, much more money if he wanted to by trading these stocks. But he's decided to just put it all on the S&P 500 so he can be more like a news channel. Legit information. They announced the partnership last week. Amazing, Vaz. That's actually great news. Okay, let's look at this for JJ. CleanSpark. Let's see if anyone's covering this. Let me see who this person is. We could do a video on it. Why not? Let's do a video on it. JJ, it's your 2-month anniversary. So let's give you the same treatment, even though it's a lower super chat. Let's stay a bit longer and do it for you, JJ. So we can turn it into a video. We can ask it the same questions, maybe. I try and get AI to say racist things based on actual statistics, and it's not easy. Yeah, it's quite work, isn't it? But not as in racist things are not good things for it to say, but in other terms, British people really believe their lies. But please don't come on here and, and just randomly say stuff. Yeah, it's not the time or place for it. Where are you from? Bob says, Vaz. I'm okay, guys. I'm bored too. It's okay, guys. I'm bored too. Ed Spitzer, what's going on? I thought you had somewhere to go. Like, were you bored of me? Sorry if I'm boring you. Got one more to go. KLSK, Clean Spark. Let's ask it some questions before we start the review. Just getting some questions ready for it. Oh wow, quite a high amount shorter. So let's. Okay, let's start the video. 121. KLSK. Okay, we're going to do the video now. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas investor. We have some news for CleanSpark. That's what we're looking at today. KLSK. Is this something you should consider investing in? Is this something I'm going to show you the charts, the buy levels I have, the sell levels I have? We're going to be looking at an AI software to give us more news, and we're going to do a full fundamental and technical analysis for CleanSpark. If you are interested in the stock and you like it, please do just hit the like button before we get into the show. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. So we're looking at CleanSpark. This is the chart for it. We'll look at it on the weekly first to give us a better overview. This has been trading from 2014, so it's been in the stock market a while. The market cap is 3.5 billion, so it's a fairly large company, and it's quite a. It's had some volatility in the past, and we're seeing if it's a time to be getting invested in CLSK. So currently, the stock is in an uptrend. It's holding its moving averages. It's got higher lows, so it's looking good. We have just topped out a good few weeks ago at about $25. If we move down to the daily candles and see what's going on recently, it seems like a pattern is forming where there's a lower high, so that's not good. However, there's higher lows, so we've got this pattern forming where we're coming to a point where it's going to have a breakout, either a significant move to the upside to get back to $25 and higher, or an area where we start losing all of these moving averages around the $15 mark, and then we might start heading back down to $12. So let's have a look at the fundamentals, and then we can come back to the charts for my buy and sell zones. Remember, everything I say in this video is not financial advice and shouldn't be taken as financial advice. It is just my own opinions. So I've asked ChatGPT, what is the current profitability of this stock? As of latest financial reports, CleanSpark has shown significant profitability improvements. For the second quarter of fiscal year 2024, CleanSpark has reported revenue of 111 million, which is substantial increase from its 42 million in the same previous period last year. So great increase there. The net income for this quarter was 126.7 million, and the adjusted EBITDA was 181 million. Overall, the CleanSpark's current profitability is driven by a strategic focus on Bitcoin mining, leveraging low carbon power for its operations, which has led to these impressive financial results. So this is a great Bitcoin miner in my opinion. What percentage of the shares are currently shorted? As of the most recent data, approximately 17.2% of CleanSpark shares are currently shorted. This translates to around 38.2 million shares out the flow of 221.9 million shares. So quite a significant amount. Anything above 20% is sort of extremely shorted, and 70.2 is getting very close there. So it is being shorted a lot. The high percentage of short interest indicates a significant level of bearish sentiment among investors who are betting that the stock's price will decline in the near future. It is also worth noting that the short interest has been increasing, reflecting growing skepticism about the company's stock performance. Looking at some recent news. Bitcoin mining update May 2024. CleanSpark reported mining 417 Bitcoins in May of 2024, increasing their total Bitcoin holdings to 6,154. They also achieved a new high in operational efficiency with nearly 18 exahashes per second. This strong performance, especially post Bitcoin halving, likely bolstered investor confidence and positively impacted the stock price. Strategic agreement for miners. In January of 2024, CleanSpark announced a strategic agreement to purchase up to 160,000 Bitmain S21 miners. This move is expected to significantly increase their hash rate to approximately 50, positioning their company well for the future growth and potentially boosting the stock price due to anticipated increase in mining capabilities and efficiencies. Number three, acquisitions and expansions. CleanSpark has been active in acquiring new facilities and expanding existing ones. They have announced the acquisition of their third mining facility in Dalton, is that Georgia, and an expansion in Mississippi, aiming to double their current hash rate to 20. Their strategic expansion is expected to enhance operational efficiency and geographic diversity, potentially positively affecting the stock price. So this is looking good. Let's continue with the financial results. Impressive financial results, increasing their revenue. So that's looking good. Let's see what the growth potential is in the next 5 years. Let's get that information to you. CleanSpark has promising growth prospects for the next 5 years. Expansion and acquisition. CleanSpark has been actively acquiring, so it's not just sitting there doing its own thing, it's actually buying these new facilities and expanding existing ones. The company recently acquired 2 new mining facilities in Dalton, Georgia. So the reason why I said it's not just sitting there, because there's a lot of miners out there just trying to expand their current facility and trying to keep it going. However, this one is actually going out there. It means they've got money, they're producing money, and they can actually go out there and buy more facilities. The expansion is expected to significantly increase its hash rate. Strategic achievements. CleanSpark has secured a strategic agreement to purchase up to 160,000 miners. We have just heard that news. Market sentiment. Have we already got that news? Yes, we've got all of this news. Analysts have predicted a positive outlook on CleanSpark with a consensus rating of a strong buy. Price targets over the next 12 months range from $5.30 to $27, reflecting a current increase in the current stock price. Let's have a look at alpha spread and our other technology, which you can get. The link will be in the description if you did like. Here's CleanSpark. The intrinsic value is saying it doesn't give us an accurate one for there, unfortunately, but we can see the revenue is increasing. Operating income is going to the upside now. Net income is in the positive. They've got 1.5 billion in assets, 74 million liabilities. They've got lots and lots of assets. It's looking very good for them. Continue. Let's see what profitability score is 45 and their solvency score is 75, one of the highest I've seen out there. So they're looking to stay solvent for a while. Their profitability can go up higher, but 45 is not a bad score. Wall Street targets ranging between $20 and $31. Let's get back to the chart. If you're enjoying this so far, please do hit the like button and leave me your thoughts down below. So yes, getting back to the chart, we are currently at these moving averages. These have provided support before. You can see when we've been above the moving averages, the price has headed much higher. You come back for these retests. You can see over here it came and it stayed as support and it went up. It went up last time it tested the support. It went up 266%, and the time before and the time after it tested the support in the next 8 days it went up 58%. The time after it tested support in the next 4 days it went up 33%, and now we're stuck on that support level, and that support is now also the same as the upwards trending trend line. And in the next few days we'll have a breakout. Which way will it go? We can't tell for sure. Have breaks down to the downside. I would have limit orders set up to be buying the stock at maybe first at $13, next at $8. And if I was looking to sell, and if it's going to be an explosive move to the upside, it'll be around the 24 to the 23.5 to $24.5 mark. If I'm holding this long term, then I'm looking at price targets of at least 42 to where we were in. Yeah, I would be looking at $42 long term. So that's the full analysis. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. We're going to leave you links to 2 different videos up here and down here, so please do check them out as well. If you have any questions, leave them below, and if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. 1:30:30. So that is our last review. No more super chats, which is good because I need to get going. If anyone super chats now, that'll be funny. CleanSpark, thank you, JJ. That was very interesting. I liked looking into that. I've heard of the company before. Haven't ever invested in it, but it looks like one of the more established Bitcoin miners. Let's quickly read your questions, and then we'll be out of here. BRD is considering a reverse stock split if someone buys in the stock. By the way, oh, didn't know that. Thank you, Vaz. Sensei, have you ever tried trading stock calls, put options? I've never tried, but I'm really interested. Yeah, I've tried it. We've been very successful, but the options of trying to the options of the options. So the options of the options. I should rephrase that. The amount of providers out there, the amount of brokers out there that you can buy, put, and call options on in the UK is very minimal, and they just ban you for random things as well. So I don't have many places where I don't think I've got anywhere right now where I can do call or put options. That's why I was hoping Robinhood would do that, but they didn't. I don't think anyone used the link yet, but I'm going to put the link to my Robinhood in the description. If you are in the UK, then do consider using my link. As per the SEC filing after hours. Oh, so new information. Thank you, Vaz. Can you explain how some companies can remain well below $1 for a year, and when some companies like SPCE drop below that same mark, they're very quickly looking to be about? Well, I think that all of them have the same sort of rules applied. It depends on the exchange, and also they have hearings with the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange, where they actually go talk to them and they come to an agreement, which could be an extension of 180 days or an extension for a longer time. So it really depends on their financial situation. I think is a very complicated thing, but for the bigger companies, they I think they normally get 180 days. How many shares would a short? But I don't know the full answer to that. You can always ask ChatGPT. Let's see if we can copy a question and ask ChatGPT. Do you need to buy NVIDIA cards for all that expansion? I think not for like each of the miners, but for the facility, yes, but it's not a huge amount. How many shares would a short shares if a short could short more shares? Thank you, Ed Switzer. Thanks for KLSK, no problem, JJ. Uncle, good show, Sensei. Thank you, Vaz, for tuning in. If anyone ever does make a quantum computer, they will take all the remaining coins. Yes, but they would also take all the remaining stocks. They'll take all the remaining prisons, hospitals. I mean, I think Bitcoin would be the last of our problems. Thanks, Sensei. Could you check out Gary Network once, buddy? Gary Network. Yeah, if you become a member or do a super chat, we can have a look at it. But we are wrapping up the show. I've just asked ChatGPT a question. No, wrong one. There we go. The difference between how handled being below $1 a share and the speed that they can face delisting. different stock exchanges have different specific listing requirements. For example, Nasdaq and New York Stock Exchange have a minimum bid price that require a company's stock to trade above $1. If a company's stock falls below $1 for 30 consecutive business days, the exchange typically issues deficiency notice. The company is then given a compliance period, usually 180 days, to regain compliance by bringing the stock price back above $1 for at least 10 consecutive business days. Why is it given SPCE as an example? I haven't even asked about SPCE. That's very, very random and weird. And it doesn't know what I ask it. This is a new chat, and it's just brought up SPCE. Companies may take proactive steps to avoid being delisted, such as reverse stock splits, business strategies, communication with shareholders. For instance, Virgin Galactic Holdings, SPCE, might quickly consider these options to address a deficiency notice due to its high-profile nature and investor expectations. Yeah, so what it's saying is like these high-profile stocks that are dropping below $1, it's more important for them to comply, and that's why Virgin Galactic was on. Oh, you asked about Virgin Galactic, didn't you? Oh, that's why it's talking about Virgin Galactic. I thought, why is it talking about Virgin Galactic? Yeah, so because they're higher market caps and they've got a lot of investors, they want to seem like they're ahead of it, so they do it quickly. Market perception and company fundamentals, case-by-case basis. Exchanges might handle each case differently based on the company's specific situation, financial health and prospects. Companies with solid fundamentals but temporary stock price issues might receive a more leniency or extensions to regain compliance, while those with ongoing financial operation problems might face listing procedure, faster leasing examples. So I guess it didn't give us any. I don't know why some companies are much less than $1, and we can ask it more at a later date. But for now, I think we're coming to an end. SENSEI, I was also wondering where you could trade stock options in the UK. It's hard to find brokers out there. Interactive Brokers is one, but you have to have an unbelievable net worth. Plus 500 is the place to go. But somehow plus 500 doesn't work for me anymore. Whoa, what happened, Ed Spitzer? Anyway, until next time, thank you all for tuning in. Hit the like button on your way out. Until next time, take care of yourselves. I was trying to do it on the beat. Thank you, Sensei, for looking. No worries, John. Sorry I couldn't get a good answer. Thank you for the live show, Sensei. It's much appreciated. Thank you, James. John, thank you very much for tuning in. See everyone tomorrow. Yes, tune in tomorrow. We'll be live. Well, Martyn will be live again. We look forward to it. I think you mixed I think your mic volume's too low. Okay, thanks, Raz. Thanks for bringing down the mood at the end. I was just trying to drown it with the music. A little goodbye. Thank you, Vaz. Okay. Markets aren't open yet, so we can't look at that. But anyway, I'm waiting for the music to hit on the beat. I want to do it on the beat. We haven't done it for a while. I'll be watching Nvidia tomorrow after stock split on market open. Oh, okay, so it's stock split on Monday. Interesting. So yeah, it'll probably go up, I assume then. It'll be volatile, but I assume it'll go up after stock split. Might have a sudden dump and then continue up, but next week it'll probably go down. It just can't keep going up like that. It's crazy. Have a good night. Thank you, John. Vaz, thank you. Just waiting for the music to finish. And then we'll be gone. Here we go. Until next time, take care of your money, your crypto, and each other. Bye-bye.